on mute. I want to thank everybody for joining us here tonight. We have a very special guest, and I'm really excited to introduce her. I met her. I got to tell you real quick my story, and I'm going to actually have Renata Lee do a quick little story because I want to bring her on. So let me do this. Let me get Renata on, and then I'll introduce Kathy. Renata got involved here in the company right in the beginning, and she just has an incredible story. And so, Renata, if you don't mind, hit star 2. Hit star 2, and I'd just like you to do a brief testimonial here about, your experience here in Isagenix. So there we go. Okay, Renata?
You can hear me, Jay?
Sure can.
Oh, okay. How many times does a blonde have to press star 6 before she realizes it's not unmuting her?
You're doing
okay,
great.
Well, hi, guys. I just tuned in to hear Miss Kathy Coover, so I'm going to make this really quick. Been with Isagenix now, can't believe it, going on 11 years, coming up in April. The time just flies by. So when we make our goals, you got to remember that we think we're making a year goal down the line, but that year is going to go by in no time, and then 3 years is going to go by in no time, and 5 years, and so on. And so we got to make sure we're taking the action steps to get us where we want to get to. We got excited about Isagenix, got excited about the products. I've been in network marketing prior to that, and didn't think I was ever going to do it again. And bottom line is, we came in, got going, took some major action steps. We're in all 7 countries, 7.5 countries. Puerto Rico is kind of half a country that we are in right now. We have large organizations in every country we're in. We've never sponsored anyone outside of the United States. We're getting ready as a company to open up more countries. The world is truly our oyster because of the results that people have on these products. We now have, with our compensation plan, with the Crystal Manager and Director and our rank advancement bonuses and the bonuses that Jim and Kathy keep putting into the plan. And, things just get more and more exciting as we go. There's so much there now that we never had at the beginning. And it's changed our life financially. It's changed our life health-wise. We do nothing but digest these products from the moment we wake up in the morning until we go to bed at night, unless it's Super Bowl Sunday. And I'm telling you guys, it's just, there's no place else to be other than here. And you've got the amazing Kathy Coover coming on, and she's going to validate everything I just said. And we're just excited, Jay, and we're excited because Jim and Kathy are always so fired up. We're going into our 11th year. She looks 10 years younger than when she started our company. And, as fired up as they are, how can we not just tailwind on their excitement as to where this company is going and the big vision of where we're going worldwide, and Isagenix, it will be huge worldwide. So you're in the right place at the right time. We're excited, and that's it, Jay.
Thank you, Renata. I'm so glad you shared that, and it's just so powerful to see what's happened for Renata. It's absolutely changed her entire life. And I want to introduce Kathy Coover here. She is a special lady like Renata. She's a very, very special lady. She's made a huge difference in my life. I have the long story and the short story, but I'll just put it this way. Kathy, it was a referral, and I asked for someone that in network marketing. I was involved in a different company, and I got this name Kathy Coover as a referral. So I called Kathy immediately, didn't know who she was, and she reverse pitched me and got me into Isagenix. That's how powerful she is. And she's got the energy, she's got the excitement, she's got the heart for everybody that's on this line, and that's really a big key to Isagenix. We've done $2 billion in sales in 10 years, which is huge, and we've got momentum here that's really amazing, and it's really because of this lady right here. She's got a heart, and the company pays attention to the field and makes adjustments along the way for the benefit of you and I here on this phone line. So without going on and on and on, I'm going to introduce the great and our co-founder, Vice President of Sales, Kathy Coover. Kathy?
Well, thank you, Jay, and it's good to hear your voice, Renata, and I'll tell you what, I am fired up, especially after we finished out the biggest week ever in our history last week. I'm sure many of you on the line felt it. You saw your cycles increase. You saw more rank advancements. You saw more people succeed. I think we had 3 people max out their centers. So it's just really amazing what's happening right now. And what's happening is we're creating momentum, like each and every one of you need to do in your teams. You create the momentum. You know, this team here, the people on this team, Jay and Renata and all these people that you're talking to, create their own momentum. And right now, you're never going to see another time like this ever, I don't really believe, in our history. Over the next 2 years, this company is going from small to huge, and it's happening right now. I mean, it is happening. Yeah, I know you can feel it, and I'm sure you feel the energy. So you need to capitalize on it. You need to go for it. And it's really, how bad do you really want it? How do you want your life to be different in 5 years? Are you going to be doing the same thing over and over again, you know, and still be broke and looking for something? This is your chance right now. And I don't know if any of you have ever experienced momentum before, but there's a couple people on the line here that have. And it is quite an exhilarating experience. And it's really when you'll see your organization jump up, you know, in sales, and more people, like I say, rank advance, more people rank advance, and then you keep getting bigger and bigger. And I was with a company one time when I was making $20,000 a month. I went to $80,000 a month in 2 months when they hit the momentum stride. And the key was I had built a solid foundation. I had built the leaders in. And so those people took advantage of that momentum stage. Those people felt the energy. They went out and talked to more people. They sponsored more people. They helped more people become successful. So that's what we're in right now, ladies and gentlemen. So this is a special time. We are charging. When I looked at the roster here this morning, when Florida passed California in enrollments, that is mind-boggling. And what that is creating momentum. It's creating momentum. I mean, Jim and I did a blitz out there, and we got everybody together. People came from all over, and they brought people, and they brought guests, and they got excited. And so what I can see is Florida will soon become one of the fastest-growing states in Isagenix. And you can do the same thing in your hometown. You create the momentum. You create the energy. And so what you really need to do is get even more fired up about Isagenix and share the story. We have a story that needs to be told. We truly do. We have got to have this story told, because not too many companies are number one, up 30% over last year, that had the biggest week in history, that are breaking millionaires at a fast rate. We just broke another millionaire. Robin Dunda and Stryka just went millionaire. 80 we have now, and it's just like every week I open up the computer to see more and more and more. So, you know, if you're just starting out now, you know, start out with knowing that you're with the right company at the right time and go for it. Put all stops out, whatever it takes. I mean, I love to talk to Jay, because when I talked to Jay, I said, well, what you up to? He said, well, I just sponsored 10 new people. And he helped those 10 people go consultant. So, you know, what people will do, what you do. The speed of the leader is the speed of the pack. And what you always need to do is you always need to be enrolling new members into Isagenix. It didn't matter how big I got. I always enrolled new members, because, you know, if I wasn't talking about the business and getting other people excited about the business, my team wouldn't be. So that's what they'll see, especially with the binary structure. They can see all that. So we have given you, like Renata said, everything, the new money, the new promotions, the double PIBs. Every one of you should be taking advantage of that. It's huge. We're just pulling the numbers of how many crystal managers we broke last month. We don't have the final number, but it's pretty amazing, some of the numbers that I saw. And that was the message. The message this year was create a crystal manager every single month in your team. And that should be up on your wall. Who am I going to create? What crystal manager am I going to create? And for the big leaders on this, you may create 2 a month. It just depends how fast you want your organization to grow. So, once again, always be enrolling new members. Never, ever stop. And then help your new people. You know, you can always start your business over. You know, that's what I love about this industry. You could have slacked off, gone on vacation, and you can always restart and jumpstart your business again. What other business can you do like that? Most of the business would crumble and collapse. With Isagenix and network marketing, you can do that. Teach people to go Crystal Manager, then push them to Director, then push them up into Crystal Executive, and then get them in those pools. And then reach for the rank advancement bonuses that we give you. I mean, we have a clear pathway to have people achieve success. When Renata and Jay joined, we didn't have anything. We just had a great back end that people made a lot of money at, but it took a long time to get there. You can make a great income. You can show people how to make $500 a month, you know, $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, by consuming the best products in the world. Our products are life-changing. So we're building a network of people that keeps growing and growing and growing that eat the best food. And then you teach them how to make a great income from it. It's phenomenal. And you are with the right company. I mean, on this tour that Jim and I just got back from, I heard horror story after horror story after horror story. Sometime I think I'm going to write a book on all the horror stories. I mean, it is unbelievable what some of these companies do, but we have the best company out there that's supporting you, that's all about the people. So you have something special, and a lot of people say, well, it's that, but you just got to share your enthusiasm. Are you going to give up? I mean, if you went with a bad company, you got a bad job, you're never going to get a job again. I mean, if you got a bad doctor, you're never going to go to the doctor again. And so it's the same thing. It's finding the right company. So, and then I would also tell you that persistence, be persistent. You know, go out there, talk to people, follow up, follow up, follow up. I can tell you what Jay does brilliantly. He amazingly keeps following up with people. I've seen him follow up for 3 years till he gets a person. You know, and that's it. It's timing is everything. And it may have not been the right time, but it is the right time now. So really realize where you are in your position with Isagenix, and it is the time right now to really go out there and do this. So what we've given you, once again, so this is the time really to turn up the volume in your organization. Call out to your people. Set 30-day sprints, 30-day goals. You know, we just started up February. Where are you going to be at the end of the month? Where are you going to be and where are your people? Who are your 5 key people that you're working with? You always need to be working with 5 key people. And when they're trained up enough, you can kind of let them go. It's kind of like when your children get 18, you kind of let them go. The same thing. You train them, and then you kind of let them go, and then you go create new leaders. So you're always creating new leadership, bringing new people in, and helping your people go to the next level. And recognize your people. Acknowledge them for what they've done. I mean, it's phenomenal what some people are doing right now. I mean, we have people that have never been in network marketing that are just going for it. We have this one person in Australia. I talked to Sharon Walsh today. She said they've never been in network marketing. She said they're busting all the records in the whole company. So, you know, it's great to get a seasoned network because, you know, they do know how to do it quicker, but you never know. There's no limits on this business. There's not anyone that can't do it if they have the burning desire. So, once again, turn up that volume and really watch what Jay's doing. Jay's going on a tour, and I just said I can't believe how many cities he's going in. He's basically doing the same thing that Jim and I did. We went city after city after city after city, meeting after meeting after meeting, and it creates that momentum. So if you are in any of those areas or have people in those areas, you have to get them in front of Jay. It's mandatory. And so you need to know how to build up Jay. If Jay was coming to my hometown, I would be calling everybody I knew that was entrepreneurial, anybody that might have been successful in business and maybe have lost it, someone that's burned out on their job. And I would really say, you have got to come to this meeting. This man that's coming in to do a presentation is making over $1 million a year, headed toward $2 million a year. And he's teaching people his system. And it's a simple, duplicatable system. They have products that change people's lives and a wealth-building system. You know, where will you be in 5 years? This is your time to come take a look. It doesn't cost anything to take a look. So you build for that event, and you pick your people up, and you take them to that event. And, you know, the key is getting people in front of Jay, and then building to the next event and building to the next event. And what will happen, it will create momentum in your teams, in your organization. And so, I mean, I'm really excited, Jay, for what you're doing. It's pretty amazing. And what I want to let you know that anything is possible out there. Anything is possible. When I reflect back on my decision to join network marketing 22 years ago, sitting in a room and thinking, I wonder if I could do this. I wonder if I could do this. And I had the guts to say yes to a company. And I had the guts to go for it. And nothing was going to get in my way from making my decision. And that's where you should be. And that one decision has changed the lives of hundreds of thousands of people. And that's why Jim and I are so passionate about this. I mean, we don't need to be working like we're doing, but we just want to give back. We want to pay it forward. We want people to have that. We truly believe that every single person needs to live the life of their dreams, and we believe this industry is where it's at. And so, you know, you have it all. You have it all at your fingertips, every single one of you. So plug in, stay connected, and go talk to people and enroll into people and then show them the money. Don't look back and say, oh, I did it wrong before. So what? Go out and get some new people. There's people waiting for you. And one of the people I think has one of the best sayings that I say over and over again, and that's Les Brown. You know, he's amazing, and he said this at one of his events, and I never, ever forgot it. Do what is easy, and your life will be hard. So once again, do what's easy, and your life will be hard. But do what is hard, and your life will become easy. And that's what you want. You want to have the lifestyle that Jay and Renata have. They can get up and wake up when they want. They work with whom they want. But they are still driven. Renata is still building. Jay is still building. And so why are these two people still building? Because they want to touch other people's lives. They cannot stop. They want to help other people. We've created this abundance mentality with Isagenix. And so what you need to do is pick it up and go out and share it with people and get them fired up about Isagenix. So back over to you, Jay, and thanks for all you do. And I know you're going to have an amazing event, an amazing tour, and the more people you get in front of, the more people you're going to ignite in Isagenix.
And, you know, Kathy, you know, the best decision I ever made was getting involved in Isagenix. The best referral I ever got was calling you, and you reverse pitching me and getting me in Isagenix. And got to tell you, I'm so proud of being part of this company, and I know Renata is as well. And, you know, I just want everybody to know that, you know, you can do it. I think that when she just said decision, you know, you making that decision, that is probably the hardest part. People just sit on the fence all day long. They vacillate back and forth, and they don't ever make that decision to just say, I'm going to do this no matter what. And if you could do that, if you could just make that decision, this is it, and I'm going to use the word do or die, and you have that, that's what makes this thing work. But when you're sitting on the fence, it's very difficult to attract people to you when you're on the fence. People want committed people. People want to follow people that are doing it. And if you're really doing it, I mean, I'll follow Kathy Coover wherever she goes because I know she's doing it, and she's committed. And the same thing with Renata. And so, you know, just bring that to the game, if you will, and you will watch your business grow. Real quick, Saturday, March 2nd, and this is going to be in the back office. It'll be there this week. We're going to be in Utah. So just put Utah down, right? Utah, March 2nd, Utah. March 3rd, Reno, Nevada. Put that one down, March 3rd, Reno, Nevada, okay? March 9th, you're going to be with Jimmy Smith. And I'm doing this because I just want to hang out with Jimmy, but I also want to be with my team out there in Pennsylvania. But that pulls from, you know, Virginia, Maryland, you know, that whole area there. We're going to be right there near Philly, but I'm doing it with Jimmy Smith March 9th, okay? Super Saturday, March 9th. March 10th, afternoon in Tampa. We're going to be in Tampa. Who do you know in Florida and the Tampa and its surrounding area? March 10th. March 12th, we're going to be in Dallas, Texas with Tim Darnell. And I've got something very special lined up in Dallas. And we don't have time to get into it tonight, but it's going to be incredible. So block out the 13th as well. It'll be the 12th and the 13th. We're going to do 2 nights in a row, and the 13th is going to be very special. March 14th, Albuquerque, New Mexico. I'm working with Sandra and her team. brand new gal who's going crazy, made $2,000 her first month, and then we're going to be wrapping it up in Phoenix on March 16th. So that's all going to be in your back office. So, you know, the key here is this, and Kathy alluded to all of this, but just real quick, one of the things that I've learned is ask people and get on the phone with them and go, who do you know in who do you know in Phoenix? Who do you know in New Mexico? Who do you know in Dallas? You know, who do you know in Florida? Who do you know in Pennsylvania area? Who do you know in Reno, Nevada? Who do you know in Utah? And actually go spell through every single city, and you'll be amazed. But every single person, if you did that with, you'll get a couple of names every single time. Just asking them, what cities do you know? Do you know anybody in these cities? And they're going to know family, friends, neighbors, coworkers, or somebody in those cities every single time. That's your excuse to get the referral, to get the name. And so then from there, you get the videos in front of them and make sure they get exposed to the videos, because you don't wait for the event. You don't wait for the event. You get them into the pipeline prior to the event. You get them walking through the videos, and then you get them on three-way calls, and then you're warming them up. They get signed up prior to the event, and now they're not just maybe coming on their own. They're bringing 2 or 3 or 4 people with them, underneath them. And now they've already got an organization growing prior to the event. That's how you work this. And so when you hear about these events, we really know how to build for it. And if you follow those steps there, it'll amaze you. So I just want to thank Kathy Coover so much for being on the line, and for everybody for joining us. And let's just do this. Kathy, do you have anything else to share before we get off the line?
Well, I can always keep going, but I think they need to get off the phone and go talk to someone, sponsor someone, and get someone in the business and share the excitement. I mean, that's what I would say. I would say if you're in Jay's team, you just tell them where you're going to be. I want you to send them a text, or I want you to send them a commitment note to say, I'm going to be, 2-star Golden Circle. I'm going to be cycling 20 times. I'm going to be cycling 30 times in 30 days. Tell them where you're going to be and make that commitment. Go out there and make that commitment and just do it. I mean, you just cannot let anything get in your way. No excuses.
You got it. And I want to do this. Let's open up the lines, and let's thank Kathy Coover for being on the line with us here tonight. Let's have an action week, everybody.
Thank you, Kathy.
Thanks, Kathy.
Thanks, Kathy.
Thank you, Kathy.
Amazing.
Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you,
Kathy.
Kathy.
Thank you, Jay.
Good night. Thank you. Awesome as usual.
I wanted to hear the horn. Thank you for the horn. You got to get some dogs barking and some kids crying. Come on, let's do it.
I'm going.
You are so welcome. Have a great week, everybody. Thank you for joining us. We'll be on the tour here really soon. Let's work towards these events and have a lot of fun. Good night, everybody.
Bye, Kathy.
Good night. Thank you.
The moderator has left the conference.